Pedro from A&P-REACTS. I'm here with Andy Gillion from Principium Est in the city of Toronto. How are you doing?
I'm very well, very well.
How excited are you about this North American tour?
Very excited. It's great so far.
So far?
This is the fourth gig, I think.
Yeah, it's the fourth.
Yeah.
All of them have been in Canada as well.
Yep, so far, yeah. We started in New York, picked up the bus, drove. I don't know why we didn't just meet up in Canada, but we drove all the way up to Quebec.
Quebec City. Yeah, Quebec City was the first stop, then Montreal, then Ottawa.
Ottawa, yeah. I didn't realize there's so many drug problems here. Like in Canada.
Is there drug problems here?
There's a French problem and a drug problem. I tried to order some food on Subway, and I didn't realize how French everyone was. And like I couldn't even. I was like foot long, and even that wasn't. They were just like,
no.
They were just like no.
So where did the drug problem came about?
Well, we parked the bus. Where we parked the bus yesterday, there was like a Salvation Army kind of building with just loads of
homeless people.
Well, crackheads. Homeless.
Yeah, there's a fine line.
But
slippery slope, if you will.
Well, yeah, it's terrible.
You probably start as a crackhead and then end up homeless.
Possibly, yeah.
That's what I'm thinking. You guys also had some problems with the bus.
Yeah, we had. I think we were on bus number 3, so we had. What happened then? We waited for 4 hours. The bus arrived, but it wasn't our bus. Our bus broke down. Apparently, the guy comes up and goes, "Yeah, your bus blew up. I got this other bus." Well, okay, we got on that bus, and then we drive to Canada, pick up another bus, and now we're on bus number 3, I think.
Wow. How's life on the bus? Let me ask you this, because there's a lot of dudes on that bus. It's a big bus. I've been there. I've seen it. But there's a lot of dudes.
Okay, so yeah, this is the problem. Everyone's like, "Oh, dude, that's a fucking huge bus. You're living the life and stuff, right?" Problem is, there's fucking 16 people on that bus, and there's one lounge which has room for about. Well, you were on there. There's room for like 7 or 8.
8 people. Yeah, very close together.
Yeah, so you can either stay in your bunk or you're one of the lucky 8.
So let me ask you this: for you to survive on the bus, is there a lot of dick dodging involved?
Oh, huge amount of dick dodging. Yeah, and the bunks are so small. If you get an erection in there, I mean, it's game over, man.
Wow. Yeah. So who's below you?
Below me, I have Lowry, our other guitar player. Above me, I've got Velo. So yeah.
So you're like in a Finnish sandwich?
Right. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you still have a lot more to go on this Finnish sandwich bus tour.
A lot.
Because you go across North America all the way to the West Coast and then back again to the East Coast. You guys are all over the place.
Yeah, we do like some crazy loop like this.
Yeah, you guys go
all the way back to New York.
you basically finish the tour exactly where you started the trip, not the tour but the trip.
Yeah.
Does that play a factor on your mind in terms of how you prepare for gig after gig, or after a couple of shows you get into a routine and then everything just kind of flows normally?
Yeah, I guess you get into a routine, but it's the living standards are pretty appalling. Like, you know, so a lot of these venues aren't going to have showers, so we're just standing up in toilets trying to clean ourselves. Baby wipes are a necessity on tour, for sure. Hand sanitizer is good too.
Do you guys wear those car fresheners around your necks, maybe?
No, but my girlfriend suggested that I bring like a, not tampon, what's the other thing?
Maxi pad?
Yeah, like a pad, right? So she was like, before I left, she's like, "Do you think it's weird if I pack you some, you know, period pads to put under your armpits?"
That was going to be my next question, is what are you using them for?
Yeah, no, so you put them apparently under your t-shirt like that, and then if you sweat, it absorbs all the... Yeah.
Wow.
I didn't do it. No.
Wow, I never thought about that. I thought about using them on your shoes so it gives you extra padding and your feet don't get stinky.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
I think, that's a great idea, actually.
I think you should think about it.
I will think about it tonight.
Now, one question I have to ask you, and we cannot do this conversation without me asking you this question. You're in Canada right now. Yeah. This is your last show in Canada. This is your last chance to walk into a Tim Hortons and buy yourself a donut.
Fuck.
Seriously, dude, what's the issue that you have? Like, no, is it just with donuts or is it with pastries?
No, it's everything. It's everything that crosses the boundary between sweet and savory. Okay? It's like...
So for your birthday, do you get a cake or
Cake's fine. Cake's fine. That's okay. That's sweet, you know? But any kind of bread that has icing or sugar on top, my brain doesn't.
So like a Danish wouldn't work for you either?
Not at all.
So you're not prejudice towards donuts only. This is a wide range of pastries.
Yeah, absolutely.
Is it always been this way, or
always,
is this something you've?
No, it's always been this way. Yeah, it offends me that I think your mouth is expecting bread. You're getting sugar on there. Is it lunch? Is it dessert? Who knows what's going on in there, man? It's fucked.
Yeah, I never thought it from that perspective.
Yeah, I like to know what I'm getting before it goes in my mouth.
It's important,
and that's not just food. That's
everything in life. It's kind of your rule of thumb, if you will.
Yeah, exactly.
You don't put foreign objects in your mouth unless you're.
Well, I mean, I have put foreign objects in my mouth.
Who hasn't?
Yeah.
Really.
But yeah.
I want to ask you, changing the topics a little bit. I want to ask you about your solo project.
Yeah.
When can fans expect Andy Gillion's solo project to be released? Or let me ask you this way: are you planning on doing perhaps some promo videos before you fully release it?
Yeah.
Or release it and then do some videos for some songs?
No, I guess.
What's your approach?
The reason it's taking so long is because I feel like I've got one chance to make an impact with it, and I don't want to fuck that up, and I want to spend as much time as I can to prepare everything. So. Yeah, I'm trying to shoot some videos. I'm trying to finish up the mix and master and everything, and so much goes into it. And I'm literally a one-man band on this, so like I don't have any label or anything helping me. So it's taken so much longer than I thought it was going to take. I guess I just thought, yeah, write it, record it, get it mixed, mastered. We'll put it out there and make a video. It'll be fine. Now I'm trying to find people who want to stand around in a forest in Australia holding a camera and pointed at me to make some kind of film because I have no budget. But yeah, I'm gonna make it right. It's gonna be done right.
You feel like for something like this, there's only one time to do a first impression. You cannot do the first impression twice. Yeah. So you're taking your time. You really want to make sure that this comes out the best way possible.
Absolutely, yeah, and I think it's going to be really great. I think the music is some of the best stuff I've ever written.
Is it going to be all musical, like instrumental?
Musical,
or
like
musical.
Good morning.
Yeah, like a Family Guy episode.
Yeah, exactly. Oh man, we should do that. Fuck yeah, we should do that.
Is it going to be all instrumental, or are you going to have perhaps maybe one or two songs with some guest vocalists making?
There's some guest vocals on there. I'm trying to remember what I've announced yet or not, and what
you only announced so far. Jeff Loomis is doing.
Jeff Loomis is on there. That's amazing. That is a dream come true. There's some guest vocals. I'll leave it at that.
Did you have to pull a lot of favors to get Jeff Loomis on the record?
Yeah, to find favors. I mean, the guy had some. Yeah, he's pretty demanding. Yeah.
But you were not taking a no for an answer.
No, I had to. Yeah, I had to really. Swallow my pride and a few other things, if you know what I mean. But no, it's like almost a childhood dream, man. I was listening to Jeff Loomis and Nevermore when I was a teenager, so to have him play on my album is fucking insane. I don't deserve that.
Can we expect a few more of those small little bits of announcements here and there before?
Yeah. In fact, I'm going to announce another special guest guitar solo on there very shortly. I'm not going to say who just yet. Equally as excited about that too. And yeah, I'm just going to be kind of trying to get everything done in the background and drip feed as much updates as I can leading up to the release.
Now, once the release is out, did you give it some thought as far as shows are concerned? Like, would you ever consider, for example, playing maybe one song during a more Principium Est set to give the rest of the guys a break, for example?
No. That just wouldn't work. Like, I don't think the other guys would want that, and I don't think I would want that because it's two separate entities, you know.
So would you do it as like an opening band for like do two shows?
Again, I don't know whether that would work. Maybe. I mean, I'd be pretty tired by the end of it, but yeah, that'd be cool. I haven't given it any thought because usually I guess I write music for Moors to be played live, even though I usually write music that's too hard to play and then try and struggle with it later. But now you're making me think. I guess maybe I could do some like shows at NAMM or little guitar clinic-y type things. But I haven't thought about doing an actual tour because I'd have to find a whole band and everything. But yeah, maybe. I mean, That would be sweet.
Now, two things I really enjoy about the videos you post on Facebook. First of all, they're really funny, they're really entertaining. And second, the editing of the videos is really high quality editing.
Oh, really? You think so?
You know, considering who the person in editing is, the quality is pretty high, right? So everything is about, you know, you have to be, you know, in relationship one to the other.
Oh,
right?
yeah, we don't have. Some guy messaged me and said, who edits your videos? Do you have like some company? I'm like, no. It's a fucking GoPro, man. It's like this big. Some guy, he was at the show last night. He actually said to me, oh, I'm the guy who messaged you on YouTube and complained that your camera was too shaky. I was like, oh, that was you. Like, I was like, I don't have some fucking big camera crew following us around with some camera. It's me holding a GoPro whenever I can get it out of my pocket in time for something stupid to happen. The editing is just, I don't know, I'm doing what I can. I don't know if it's good or not.
But the reception to those videos is hot. People,
yeah,
honestly, people love those videos. Yeah. So this brings the question, because I find that as well with my channel is, do you feel that people these days prefers things that are more stripped down and almost like homemade,
Agreed.
like Gonzo kind of in a kind of way, more than like overly produced video that kind of strips out the soul of the product?
I feel like it's the same with everything, apart from maybe music production, because like, you know, all the purists are like, oh, you shouldn't be over-editing and over-producing. I fucking love over-produced music. I don't want to hear shit. I don't want to hear the bad notes. I want to, you know, and with my stuff, I take so much time making sure every little inflection and what I play is exactly what I want it to sound like. So like with music, that I really like a polished sound, and I want it to be perfect. But everything else in life, I find, is so much better when it's just it's raw, because there's so much bullshit in the world. There's so many people bullshitting their way to places they shouldn't be. And I would rather just stick a camera on and just be myself and film whatever the hell's happening.
Yeah, because we get a lot of shit for having a messy kitchen in our videos.
Yeah.
As you know. But I feel like, you know, I can afford a maid, so it is what it is.
Well, you never know. You never know. Things might pick up and you can get that maid.
The maid could be in the video as well.
In the background.
Oh. Maybe Consuelo is available.
Yeah.
So I have one last thing to do in this interview. I have a gift for you. All right. Okay. So let me just paint the picture here. So this is what happened. We did an interview, I think, early in this year, like February, March. We did a video Skype interview. That we had some technical difficulties due to the fact that you're in Australia and your internet sucks.
Well, so, I think it might have been yours.
It might have been mine. Yeah. But let's not point fingers here, but we're going to say that it's yours that was causing the problem. But we're not pointing any fingers. We're just going to go with that for now.
Yeah, sure.
Just for now.
Okay.
So during that interview, we talked a lot about penises.
We did, yeah.
I would say that perhaps 80% of the interview was penis related.
At least 75% was penis related.
The video that you post-edited was 100% penis related.
Yeah, I wanted to keep the best bits.
Yeah. So you kept some of the longer ones too, if I remember correctly, in that.
Yeah.
So since then,
there's a circumcision joke in there, and it's on the tip of my tongue. I don't want to say that either. There's too many innuendos here. But
I think we already crossed that bridge.
Yeah, we've crossed so many bridges.
So during that time and after that time, we've stayed in touch. And every time there's something penis related happening around the world, we exchange communication, because we feel like we need to update each other on what's dicking around this world.
There's a lot going on in the penis world.
Exactly. You sent me a picture from the airport in Norway where there was a bent penis in the freaking lobby of the airport.
Yeah, and there was a child taking a selfie next to it,
which was really disturbing. Really disturbing.
Yeah.
So with that in mind, when I went to Portugal this year with my family, there is a town nearby that is famous for their penis statues, and they make them in all sizes, all shapes. They do not discriminate.
Yeah.
All shapes, all sizes, all colors. Some of them they're dressed up with garments. Like they go full boat on this. Right?
Yeah.
So the moment that I went to Portugal, first thing I said was, I gotta get Andy a gift. I gotta get him a souvenir that represents our relationship, but also a little bit of my heritage. So I picked you up this wonderful gift that hopefully you will unwrap, so the folks at home can see.
I can't imagine what that could be. God damn it, Pedro! Really? You realize that I have limited baggage, right?
I know,
and I don't mean emotional baggage. I mean, like, I've got no room for a gigantic penis in my bags on the way home. but
but
I'm gonna have to make room, aren't I?
you have to. I mean,
Then again,
you can find some room with. This is what you need to do. You need to find your Zen place, hold on to this, and perhaps find some room within yourself for it.
Yeah.
It might be difficult, but
we don't know what it is.
yeah, open it up. I want you to see.
Nice wrapping, by the way.
It was done by the clerk at the store.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, it was a guy. So like, let's face it. You know.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I've got to take this through customs. That is, and you've gone for life size. You've gone for.
Well, I kind of imagine you to be someone who would not take something small, right? So I figure if I'm gonna do this, I might as well go all the way.
Does it make the nice little cork sound when you open it? Oh, it didn't.
It didn't.
No.
Kind of disappointing. It didn't come
So what
with a proper cork
there's a
sound.
tap on there in the end.
Yeah, so basically what you're supposed to do
Yeah.
is you're supposed to put some sort of alcohol in it, like whatever you like vodka,
Yeah.
rum,
Yeah.
whiskey, whatever it is that you fancy, and you're having people over for a party.
And then you put it there,
and you put it there, and then people can just help themselves.
siphon off whatever comes out.
I mean, technically, you can go straight balls to mouth on it if you want, or you could just forget about that. It just goes straight to the source. Yeah.
I was worried what was going to come out there, but
No,
yeah,
nothing. It's clean.
Wow.
I made sure it was clean.
Yeah.
It also has some pegs here at the bottom so that it doesn't slide.
Is that an asshole? Is that a bleed?
No.
It's a bleeding. Is that a vagina? What is that?
It's a vagina.
It's supposed to be a vagina.
It's supposed to be a vagina, which I don't really understand. Why would they make a huge penis alcohol container with a vagina at the bottom? It doesn't really make much sense.
I don't know if they really got a good look at. There's like you said. There's like veins.
It's veiny. Yeah, it's very.
They've gone all out on this.
It's very authentic, if you will. I feel like it's almost molded after a person.
Yeah, obviously.
Plus, they also had not only different sizes and shapes, but they also had it in different colors. But I figure since you're Caucasian, I really didn't want to hurt your ego by buying you something that is not representative of your ethnic background.
Yeah, got you.
You got it?
Yeah.
All right. I don't need to go further down this path. Okay, good.
Yeah, I'm slightly worried about taking that one back with me on the plane. But
If you think it's going to be a problem, I can package it and I can ship it to you. I don't know how you're going to explain this in customs in Australia when it gets there.
I don't know. Yeah, and I've got to stop in the Middle East with this fucking thing.
Oh, that's going to be fun.
But yeah, I mean, I guess I'll have to find some inspiration and find some room within my.
You know what? I have a feeling that this is going to be a good topic of conversation on the bus between Toronto and your next stop.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a good conversation starter for any situation going forward in my life.
I think so too. Like,
That's
I mean, you have
beautiful.
friends over, you know, and you bring this up, right away you have something to talk about.
That's a work of art, though. You've got to admit that is fantastic. Thank you, man.
It is incredible,
I
isn't
love
it?
you, man. Thanks so much for that. Dude.
No problem. My pleasure.
Appreciate that. Dude.
All right, and we're here with Andy Gillion, but now he's got to go do his sound check, and I have to go as well.
Yeah.
So thanks for watching, and make sure you catch these guys on tour. The tour dates will be below in the description of the video. Go check them out. Take care, guys.
Thanks, guys. Cheers.